That's it. That's the whole podcast this week. See you guys
Alright,
next time.
thanks for watching the Graveyard podcast.
See you next month.
Good night.
Alright, so update on Steve. Joseph, in case you didn't know, we have a new segment for the podcast for the week. It's Damien. He gives an update to Steve Jobs on Steve Jobs every single week.
So this is my
Damien,
update on Steve Jobs.
Both of you, shut up! You're both talking over each other. I
This-
can't hear anything.
It is my update on Steve Jobs, part of the podcast. I give updates on Steve Jobs and the life of Steve Jobs and all that. He's still dead.
Alright. And that's it. Okay. So into the next thing.
Alright, next part.
Okay.
We're gonna get to the
Alright,
point
so-
where I'm just we're all just gonna talk over each other. Cool.
Alright, what did you do the intro? Because we forgot. I am Adriano.
I'm Joe.
I'm Springtrap.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I'm
It's not on
Damien.
screen anymore, by the way.
Oh, you got rid of it? Damn.
Adrian's
I
like,
don't think you've uploaded that once. So
I
I don't think
did
I don't
update.
think Joseph's seen it.
I did upload it.
Oh, you did? Oh, I just didn't look. I just didn't watch it.
what?
I don't think Joseph saw that I have a another Twitter account now. So that's 7 Twitter accounts.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I now have one for Springtrap.
Of course you do. I figured it was only a matter of time. You went like 3 weeks in a row talking about it.
Man,
Actually, it was 5.
yeah,
It's 5?
5,
Oh,
you
okay.
idiot. No.
It was 5, but then the episode was just me and you. We didn't talk about that at
Ooh,
all.
you know what I
And
could
we lost the
update
streak,
everybody.
and now we're back up to 2.
You know what I could update everybody on the podcast about? Fixing a car. So we did an engine swap the other day, like this weekend,
Is it still broken?
and the car doesn't start anymore. It doesn't start.
Okay.
So
And this
now
was the
we
sorry.
have to pull the engine back out.
And this was supposed to be the finale of the car updates,
Yes.
but not anymore.
We started this August 5th, 2019.
So what? It's been 3 months?
It's
4 months?
4 months, 3 months, yeah, 3 months. It's okay. What might be my car has the high score, August 2018, and that's when the registration expired. I think it was broken long before that. Oh crap! I forgot to do.
Just
I forgot I had to check the oil on the Nissan today.
are you gonna go do that real quick? Check the oil?
No, I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Alright, Joe, welcome to the podcast.
Hey.
Welcome
What's been
back.
on your life? What's been going on in your life for the last 2 weeks since you weren't here last week?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I went to go see the new Terminator last week. I forgot it was Wednesday. Or fucking goddamn Sunday. I forgot it was Sunday.
Wow,
It's not Wednesday.
you really weren't ready for
Holy
the podcast.
Yeah.
You were 3 days late and then told us.
Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, no. It was Sunday. Last week Sunday. I went to see Terminator. And I forgot. I forgot it was Sunday. Jesus Christ. Why did I say Wednesday? What happened Wednesday? What did I do Wednesday that made me think of it?
Maybe it's because I said my training's on Wednesday. I don't know.
I don't know either.
For my job.
Alright, so Joe, new Terminator, did he come back?
Of course he came back. He always comes back.
Alright.
I always come back. Speaking of that sentence, Five Nights at Freddy's.
I know. Five Nights at Freddy's.
William Afton, Five Nights at Freddy's. He always comes back. That's all.
Which is interesting because because that's the person you're playing as. So he has two versions of himself in the game trying to kill him.
What? What?
In Ultimate
Okay.
Custom Night, you're playing as William Afton.
Yes, because it's his.
But
helmet.
yet Springtrap and Afton are both in it, like as enemies.
Okay.
So he's technically trying to kill himself.
Okay.
Twice.
Cool.
Yeah, so
Well, you shouldn't be
Wow.
more afraid of anyone than yourself. So, because you
Trust nobody, not even yourself. Is that picture of the guy pointing the gun at himself?
Well, yeah, because you know what you're capable of. So if you have yourself coming after you, that's the scariest fucking thing. Because you know exactly what you'll do to kill, well, you.
And you know exactly how to stop it.
Yeah, but they know how to stop
Yeah, who
you.
would win in a fight, you or you?
Alright, that's an interesting question.
Because you know what you're gonna do.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just get a new topic. Okay, so you have to fight against yourself. How do you think you can win this?
Do we mean like us as in today? Us today.
Sure.
'Cause-
It'll be kind of unfair fight because you tomorrow or you yesterday.
If it was gonna be like me in the future, I was gonna say, bitch, I'll ruin your fucking life.
Oh, that's a good point.
Oh, you're a billionaire? Well, guess
If it's
what?
me
I'm
and-
gonna get hooked on crack. Fuck you.
If it's me in the past, then they could be like, bitch, I'll ruin your fucking life.
Yeah, so it has the fairsies, evensies.
Oh, Jesus. I don't know. I'd start talking about like which one of us is the real one. Because you know that.
Alright, you're an
There can be
interesting
only
fight to
one.
watch.
I'll fuck
You're just
myself.
talking.
Yeah, it's not gay. It's you on you.
Bro, that's just masturbation with extra steps.
For me, I would be like, okay, let's have a race.
But yeah, but it's you, so you would tie.
It's gonna keep going until someone has to stop.
But since it's you, you'll both have to stop at the same time.
Yeah, it's you.
Well, I don't know. Some weird things happen. Maybe something weird happened earlier that day
Oh God.
for another one.
Maybe he like
Yeah,
rolled his ankle.
maybe your clone had a more well balanced breakfast than you, and that's why they won.
Yeah, or maybe like things is like, what if he has like a really bad step and messes up one of his ankles?
Sorry, I'm laughing. I'm pissing somebody off in a group chat that I'm in.
I thought you were just.
Okay.
I thought you were just gonna say you're pissing. You're like, I don't want to know that.
Nah, this dude can't handle the Springtrap style.
Springtrap style.
Oh Jesus! Great, now somebody's gonna make a parody.
That
Already
100%
have.
has to exist. That has to exist.
Are you fucking?
It's like how I saw someone remade Psy Gentleman with Springtrap.
Yeah, if they made Gentleman, they've had a Who Gangnam Style.
Are you searching through?
Ask
the
me how I
steps
know.
of YouTube?
YouTube.com. Spring Trap Gangnam Style. Come on. Let's see it. Ooh, there it is.
what was the last time you guys listened to Gangnam Style?
Like a year ago, probably.
Right now.
Out of all of his songs, which one is your favorite?
Gangnam Style. I haven't really heard. I've
Hey, I
heard
haven't-
Gangnam Style, Gentleman. That's it.
Speaking of songs that were made into Springtrap videos,
Jesus.
I saw Skillet Monster made into Springtrap video, and I could have gone the rest of my life without hearing that song.
Alright, can we stop changing the topic every 2 seconds?
What's the topic set to now?
I tapped in Gangnam Style, and it was like, oh, Springtrap again.
Straight Jet Gangnam Style. Adrian can't keep up. It's just a big old.
Yeah, but I saw one of.
It's just a question mark in the topic slot.
Yeah, that's what I did last week.
Really?
I put like a something. I was like, I don't know. So I just put a question mark after it because I'm like, it might be that.
Nice.
All right, so Joe, anything else you done?
I'm done. I'm waiting on you guys.
All right, big
Hmm?
week, okay.
Yeah, big week. I've been busy.
All that
writing.
happened
Alright,
in my week
Damien.
was
I've been writing.
I got hired. I got hired at Fry's.
Yeah,
Well,
we took
fully hired.
Yeah, you walk
No,
in
it
and
only
they'll
took him
fire
2 months. Hopefully not.
you.
It was a
Oh,
very
shit, we
involved
hired you?
process.
No.
They technically hired me after the first interview, but I wasn't officially hired until after the third interview.
Yeah.
What happened during the second one?
He couldn't access my application.
Oh, that must have been a
They
funny.
just had to
That must have been a
think
funny
really
interview.
hard. Do we really want this guy working here?
So the first one, I thought I applied within the past 6 months, but apparently I didn't, and it was like over a year ago. But I
Nice.
swear I remember applying back in like July. But so then he's like, yeah, go home, reapply, I'll call you back. Came back over, and then he's like, yeah, I can't access it. And then the third time he's like, yeah, I got access to everything, so just wait for me to call you back for your meet and greet. And my meet and greet was on the 12th, and the third interview was October 12th. So I didn't get a call back for my meet and greet until like a month later. So it took them a month to hire me, and then it took another month for me to actually go in for my meet and greet. And then I start working the 20th. Money. I'm about to be making bread.
That's one hell of a roller coaster.
Yeah.
All right, cool beans.
So Adrian, have you gotten a job yet?
No,
Bum.
all right. I'm trying, but like, kind of hard. There's no car.
Just apply to Fry's.
There's no fries near me.
Apply to Walmart.
There's no Walmart near me.
Where do you live? You live by
Well,
the-
by near- well-
Did
well-
you say there was a prize next to you? So that isn't that how you and Damien are gonna commit?
Where I
crime?
used to live.
Oh, okay.
Well, I was well, they are nearby, but it's like not walking distance nearby.
So you're gonna have to ride a bike.
Distance?
I don't have a bike. Well, everything's running distance for me.
I want to see if you catch on to that stupid joke.
Yeah. Like, there are places I can go, because, like, I limit myself to 2 miles. If it's within 2 miles, I'll go for it. Because then I can get there reasonably in time, there and back. But to be fair, like, yesterday, I walked, like, playing Pokemon Go for, like, 7 hours, so... 7 miles, I mean, not 7 hours.
7 hours. That must be like, damn. That's a long time. I'm about to
Yeah,
say,
well,
how many
That's a
Pokemon you
lot of
catch?
walking.
Yeah, it was a lot of walking. Like, I caught 8 shiny Chimchars because it was Chimchar Day.
It's like when I fucking rode a bike 18 miles to Target.
Why would you do
Yeah, it's like you get there. Yeah, for me.
I wanted
yeah.
to try and go take cell phones out of their cell phone bin.
that? Yeah, did you
It's one of
get
those things like it won't be that bad, but then once you get there, you're like, oh, I have to go back too.
You know, I didn't get any. There were too many employees around. I couldn't be sneaky. It's not illegal, it's just they don't want you to do it.
Mm.
So I wouldn't get arrested, but they'd probably kick me out.
All right, so
Speaking of illegal things, what illegal things have you guys done?
well, I had a topic. I already wrote it down and everything.
What you
What
doing?
illegal things have you guys done?
A Pokemon. Because I think because I kind of want to make it like a let's talk about this too.
Okay.
It's kind of like about Pokemon Sword and Shield because it came out finally.
Yeah.
And-
I'm hearing it like people are like there's a mixed bag. Like people are either hating it or people are telling the haters to shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah, this has been the most like polarizing game I've seen in a long time.
Bro, call Pokemon Sword and Shield the 2016 election.
Yeah,
Really?
pretty much. Except you're not going for like except they're not fighting over Sword and Shield. They're fighting over both versions at the same time.
Well, what's your opinion?
No,
on it,
'cause
real quick.
So I haven't played it, so I can't go based off how fun it is. But a lot of things people were complaining about were the visuals and stuff before it came out,
Okay.
and if like this was happening for months, it got pretty bad. Like people were calling it like a dumpster fire. It looks like trash. It looks like N64 game. And then there's also people who are defending it. I was in that a little bit, but I was like compact. There was like fake information going around, so I was like, this isn't true. And so, and then but there's also people that are defending. It's like, hey, it's Pokemon. It's okay. Like just everything's fine. It's just so there's people who like being like white knights. Like, no, this game is amazing before it even came out. And in my opinion, it doesn't look like bad. Like it looks exactly like I would think it looks like. It doesn't look like an N64. It doesn't like it looks like a Switch game, but it kind of looks like a 3DS game. But they upscaled the resolution and stuff to make it look HD, which is what I was expecting. So, like I don't think it looks bad, but it could look better. And in my opinion, it probably should have had another like 6 months of development to really polish everything up. Because like the game, it works pretty well. There's a lot of cool ideas in there, and all the new Pokemon, like the new designs and stuff, all look really cool. And so they did good on new stuff, but I think they had another like 6 months, maybe a year. They could have been like really good because there's a lot of like small hiccups here and there. It's like the frame rate's a little bad at some spots. There's a new wild area which is really cool, but the draw distance where like things will just pop up randomly once you get like within 10 feet of them, or 10 meters, 1 to 2. So it's like it works well. It's not like a 3 out of 10. It's not like a 0 out of 10 like some people are saying, but it's also not like a 10 out of 10. I'd say it's like, to be fair, it's like a 7 out of 10, maybe an 8 out of 10 if you're generous. But and then as like it got closer to the release date, it got worse and worse. Because originally people were just mad that they weren't including the entire decks. And then it came out that there was going to be about 450 Pokemon, I think. But people were complaining, and that's when all the bad stuff came in.
Uh-huh.
And and then it escalated, and then like eventually there were like death threats to the developers, which of course never good. And then it just kept going. And then literally like 2 days before the game came out, I guess one employee said in an interview that they were remaking all the models and stuff, and they didn't, which was one of their excuses for why there's no national decks. And then that just made people mad. And yeah, but then I don't think it deserved all the hate it got. And to be fair, it's a Pokemon game. Like, they're complaining about graphics, but it's like, guys, it's Pokemon and it's Nintendo. I like usually whenever like a cool new game comes out on PS4 and the graphics are amazing, all the Nintendo fans like, it's not about graphics, it's about gameplay. But when this game came out, they were like, the graphics aren't good. It's like, hypocrites. So yeah, I think people are quick to judge on both ends and overly harsh. And I think if you just don't want the game, just don't get it. Because there are people who were like genuinely excited. They're like, I'm looking forward to play this. They just want a new Pokemon game. And then people are replying to them like, hey, don't get this game, it's bad. And like, if you get this game, you're a shill, bootlicker, whatever.
Well, yeah, this is how the world works now. If people think you're wrong, then you're just wrong. There's no opinion to be right or you're wrong. There is no gray area.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, yeah, it was a rocky event, but after it came out as you expected, it sold very well. Yeah, so, and I have a feeling like all the people, and I guarantee you like half the people who are saying the game's gonna be terrible bought it day one. Because there's no way this sales have been that good if everyone who said they weren't gonna buy it didn't buy it. Oh, then I also forgot this, but it got like way worse like a few days before because it got leaked and people were hacking it so they can play it on their Switch. And then supposedly someone hacked their version to make it look worse and was putting out footage of the game looking bad.
That's shitty.
So, yeah. So, yeah, it was just, then the employees at Game Freak are like, yeah, we're not happy. Yeah, so,
I think
it's out. It sold well.
I think that'd be interesting on stock. I'd watch that.
Yeah.
Because like I didn't even, I didn't know about this up until I want to say a week or two ago, but I'm like hell. I'm on Twitter. I'm getting crap like that up on my timeline. Like people either hating it or saying give it a chance or praising it or whatever else. And it's just like I don't know if it's because like you're liking it or retweeting it or what, but it's popping up on my shit. And I don't follow any of that crap. So
I liked a couple of things. There's one guy who's like he was just making jokes about it because he thinks it's overblown like I was. He's like, how dare they make Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask look the same? They clearly aren't working hard. And then he put in the Game Freak who makes the Pokemon games. And then people reacted, of course, like, wow, you're not taking this seriously? Wow, you really do support laziness. I was like, someone didn't get the joke.
kind of like speaking of like laziness or whatever else. Kind of want to get your opinion on the Sonic trailer, the new Sonic trailer.
Ooh, yes, that came out this week too.
Yeah.
I think it looks so much better. Like, it's like night. Like, I didn't realize how bad the first design looked until I saw it side by side with the new one.
Oh god, yeah. I'm just glad Sonic isn't wearing Nikes. He's wearing his shoes.
I'm sure they're still not. I'm sure they still say Nike, but yeah.
Oh,
Go
yeah.
up on the
shoes.
big screen with Yeezys on.
I'm just
Yeah, and then
hell. I'll gladly throw money at this just because the fucking creators went back and redesigned Sonic. You know.
yeah, I'm
I will
glad they
support the shit
listen
out
to
of
the
that
fans.
for a film studio listening to the fan base and just like, dude, this is a dumpster fire, but okay, we'll fix it.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I was gonna see it before, but now I'm gonna see it, and because before I was gonna see it and not have a good time, just like talk about it, and now I'm gonna see it because like, hey, I actually kind of want to see it now.
Yeah, Jim
It's like
Carrey's
I
back.
went and saw the.
Jim Carrey can rest his back now. He doesn't have to carry the whole film.
Yeah, and then yeah, also the trailer was like still much better too. Like they cut it way better, showed better
The
parts.
jokes landed.
Yeah, and also the beginning with Green Hill Zone. That the Green Hill Zone in the movie is actually like pretty accurate to the ones to one in the games.
Yeah, I noticed that
Like
too.
where
It's
like the
just
loops
wow,
are and stuff.
That's just the game put on the big screen.
Yeah. Yeah, like real. Like they killed it in that department too. So, like I don't think it's gonna be like amazing, but I think it'll be a decent. Like I'll probably enjoy it.
Do you think you would have enjoyed it with the first design of Sonic?
To a lesser extent. Well, I think because obviously the movie's not gonna be any different. Just Sonic's different.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm gonna enjoy it like more than I did. Well, I will because I'll be able to see a real Sonic. Because like the old Sonic, I'll be okay. The difference between seeing it now and before is I'll be watching it to see how bad it is. Now this time I'm gonna be watching it to have a good time. So I think I will just like feel better about watching. Like yeah, Sonic, I like him.
You won't walk out of the theater contemplating whether or not to ask for your money back.
Alright, I want to do that anyway.
How do you get your money back after watching them? Like,
You don't.
I don't know, but throwback to when we saw Spider-Man and I spent $22 at the theater.
Oh,
And then I thought that I had like $70 left, and I checked and it said 13. And I was like, ooh.
no gas money for Turley.
No, I think that was after I paid for gas. I think we were good on that. But it was still funny because fucking I'm like, I should have like, I don't know, $60 left, and it said like $13.48. I'm like, that's a bit less than I thought, but you know what? Fuck it, we ball.
Your bank account's yelling at you. You don't have that kind of money. Stop telling people. Trying to get your attention, but you won't fucking listen.
Bro, it couldn't even get my attention when we were back at the house because he had no internet. Sitting there like, I tried to tell you, but you had no connection. I don't know if my microphone's picking up the garage door.
No.
I can't
there's
hear
a,
it.
There's a dog just losing his mind out here. He's just barking. I don't know if it's because it's me or what. It's kind of like freaking me out because dogs don't bark for no reason.
Unless you know my dogs. Then they do. My dogs stared at the wall and just sat there barking.
That's a sign that you need to let the dog the fuck out every once in a while.
No, stared at like the wall, not like at the back door. She'll stare at the back door if she needs to go
I
out.
know. I heard you. I'm not confusing you shit. That's a sign that the dog is getting stir crazy. It's getting cabin fever. It wants out.
Well, my dog can get cabin fever. We take him out all the time.
Yeah, you go to restaurants all the time with them.
Yeah, we
Put him
go
up
to
in the
Fry's all the
postage
time with them.
Alright, and can anyone think of anything else big that happened this week? More like topic-wise, like not like actually like important.
I was gonna say, speaking of on the Switch,
Okay, just say it.
Five Nights at Freddy's is releasing on the Switch later this month.
Damn it, Damien! God fucking damn it!
It's the only thing I'm really doing right now. It's not my fault.
Jesus Christ.
It's not my fault I went through a phase of like being super into Five Nights at Freddy's and dying out super fast.
You went through a phase?
Yeah.
Meaning you
Yes, and then
got out of it? Because it doesn't fucking sound like you're out of it, dude.
you didn't.
He did, and then he
You
got
didn't
back
let me
into
finish.
it.
You didn't let me finish my sentence. I was in it, and then like 2015 I stopped, and then a few months ago I got back in.
Jesus Christ.
Alright, so I think it'd be a cool like little segment on the podcast, like every week, like go through and like find things that like it's their birthday today, not people, maybe people, but like things. Like it's like, hey, it's
Today's Danny
this
DeVito's
game
birthday.
came out on this day and this many years ago. Because I just saw something now. So Mario Kart Double Dash came out 16 years ago.
Nice.
Oh
Today.
man, luckily I did this last week on the podcast when I was on.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna believe what Damien.
You're
brought
not gonna
up.
believe what game I said.
I could probably guess.
All right, guess.
Guess.
Is it fucking Five Nights at Freddy's?
Which one?
I don't fucking know.
The
You
second
should know
one.
your history.
Huh?
The second one was released November 10th, 2014. So it's 5 years old now. Yada yada yada.
Oh, Jesus. It's not
No,
5 years.
also in anniversary, the PlayStation 3 was released 13 years ago today.
Oh,
Nice.
I destroyed a PlayStation 3 a few weeks ago.
Happy
should've
birthday,
waited.
bitch. No, die.
It didn't work anyways. The DVD drive didn't work and it wouldn't connect to Wi-Fi, so there was no use for it. Because if it connected to Wi-Fi, I'd just use it to like watch Netflix.
It's a big
But no,
coaster.
it went. Well, now it's at the big dump in big pieces.
Guys, today's Danny DeVito's birthday.
I said that.
Oh, when?
I said that before you said Mario Kart
At
thing.
the start, he's
Uh-huh.
like, people's birthday. He said, like, things birthdays. He's like, Danny Video.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Damn, it really took all my thunder.
That's really the only big, like, famous person that I find.
Wow, you called him big, rude.
Alright. But tomorrow is Nathan Kress's birthday.
Speaking of Nathan Kress, Five Nights at Freddy's 4. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, have you played that yet?
I have played Five Nights at Freddy's 4. I was playing Sister Location for the first time a few days ago. Just want to say, this is gonna sound really weird, but the guy who voices like the what the fuck's it called? The intercom guy.
Yeah.
Apparently he does commercials as well. Cause when I was at Fry's doing my meet and greet, he came on for a Duracell commercial, and I thought I was tripping.
Oh god,
Cause I just
I'm in
hear
the game.
I hear his voice and it's just like attention shoppers. I'm like, fuck, what's happening?
Ooh, another anniversary today. Today's the anniversary of Mickey Mouse making his first film debut in Steamboat Willie.
Oh boy!
89 years ago today. This is
89
the
years ago.
Like,
Dang, Mickey
it's the
Mouse.
first
old.
Mickey. Yeah.
Dang, but he don't look a
He's-
day over like 4.
Is Mickey Mouse in the public domain yet?
You have to wait for Walt Disney be dead for like 70 years, so when did he die?
He died a long time ago.
And not 7 years ago. I think it might be a little different because I might have like gave it to the company or something.
Because my understanding of it is like Mickey Mouse was going to enter public domain, but Disney said, nah, fuck you, and extended it.
If it's 60 years, then it would have been 3 years ago, but 70, then it would be in 7 years from now. Yeah, but I have a feeling it's Disney, so they can just buy the rights to it. Like, hey, it's free. It's ours.
Hey, that's what they're trying to do with Spider-Man. It's ours.
Yeah, for now.
Speaking of Disney, like, fucking Disney Plus came out.
Yes, it did. Have you seen that one video that had like shows everything that's going to be in it? They just have like little clips of it, and that video's like 3 hours long. That's how much stuff they own. It's like, holy cow, they own so much stuff. Like I know it's Disney, but it's like I was watching through like a fast version of it, and it's like, that's a lot. Because it was showing all the classic Disney films. Like, yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot some of these existed, and it was showing like some of the newer ones from the '90s onward. I was like, yeah, okay. And then it was like, oh, all their like actual like live action movies, which is weird because it's just people. And then I was like, oh yeah. And then it was like Star Wars. I was like, oh yep, that's new. Avengers. Oh yeah. And then The Simpsons. I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, like, they're cropping the older episodes of The Simpsons.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. Yeah. So, like like even like a week ago, I was like, I'm not gonna get Disney Plus. I don't care. Then I saw that, like, okay, I kind of want it.
Oh god, yeah. I don't like. There's only like a couple things that I want to watch on Disney Plus. Like, and it's like their Marvel shows that are coming out. I want to watch like WandaVision, Wanda and Vision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and that's pretty much it. Their What's If series. I want to see that too, but
I really just want to watch The Mandalorian and then some older stuff.
oh yeah, no,
That
I
haven't seen
hear
in forever.
The Mandalorian is fucking fantastic. From what I hear, it's the best thing Disney Plus has right now. The Mandalorian. So. Ugh.
Yeah. Disney somehow got like all like the older Spider-Man movies too, like 2000, like all them other than the MCU ones that have been out. Like now they have like literally everything I like, other than Breaking Bad
I've been watching
and The
Breaking
Walking
Bad.
Dead. I know I said this before, but it's been like kind of want to watch it again, even though I like just finished watching it like earlier this year. So I was like, man, I want to watch it again, but it's like it's too soon because like I tried watching it again, and it's like, okay, it's still too fresh in my mind to enjoy. But like I want to enjoy it again.
Yeah, like what is it? Like 2 weeks ago, we were talking about like El Camino and Breaking Bad, and just like, oh well, now I gotta go watch all of Breaking Bad because.
Yeah,
It's
and
been
then
so
I'm
long.
just waiting for Better Call Saul to come back. I'm gonna watch that. Ooh, here's a topic that Damien can't. Oh wait, so just in case Damien had something you want to say about Disney. What's your favorite Disney stuff, Damien? What's your favorite thing that Disney owns?
Um.
You can pick something random. They probably own it.
Yeah.
Duracell.
Not Duracell.
Probably.
I meant like a TV show or a movie or something,
Oh, TV show or movie?
or a cartoon, like pretty much anything.
Okay. Now it's my life goal to keep saying stuff that Disney does not own. SpongeBob.
Oh, that's actually a relevant topic. Nickelodeon and Netflix made a deal, so like all of Nickelodeon stuff is going on Netflix.
Oh, so no Nickelodeon Plus? Dang.
Nickelodeon does not have nearly enough stuff to have a streaming service just for Nickelodeon. Like their cartoons are amazing.
But when
like,
are they bringing Drake and Josh back?
Probably on Netflix.
It's
Yeah,
on
probably
it's on
Netflix.
Hulu.
It's a Netflix movie.
Oh, actually, no. They were Drake and Josh have been in talks lately to like reboot it in some capacity.
Dang, how are they gonna
Really?
shoot it though? Because they fucking
Yeah,
tore
like they
down the
went to
house.
Nickelodeon. Well, it's probably not gonna be in the same house. They can just remake the set.
Yeah, dude, it was
Yeah.
a set. It wasn't a real house.
No,
Yeah,
there was a warehouse.
It was a
Yeah,
real
but it was
house.
just like a fucking stock photo that they could easily take off of Google Images and throw
Yeah,
it
but
in
the house
editing.
was. Yeah.
But
And then Drake and Josh went to the house like right after it got destroyed.
damn, poor timing.
Yeah.
Did they save the treehouse in the back?
Something tells me no. Something tells me the treehouse wasn't even in that backyard.
Yeah, it could have been in my backyard. You don't know. Even though I don't have a tree in my backyard.
Yeah, you don't have a backyard.
I do have a backyard.
Yeah, but it's an Arizona
It's not that
back-
big.
It's an Arizona backyard. Does that really
I could
count
probably
as a
fit like 2
backyard?
cars in there. It's the same size as my driveway.
Do Arizona backyards really count as backyards?
I mean,
My grandma's does.
my
It's a huge
old
backyard.
house used to. We had like a freaking bike track put in our backyard because it was all dirt, so there's nothing else.
Oh,
in there.
one of my other grandma's old backyard back when I used to live with her. Oh, my headphone just unplugged.
You can't hear us.
No.
Okay, so that's good now. My grandma's little backyard, it was a huge backyard. Like, we had like our own little grassy area for the dogs, and then we had this whole other big dirt area that we kind of made into like a bike track thing. Not track, just like a course. Because she had a daycare, so all the kids would be able to ride around. It was a cool backyard. And she had like 50 like little tyke bikes. I still have mine. Because I was the only one who could take theirs. So, it's mine.
Oh,
Well, it also makes sense if Nickelodeon's team on Netflix, because Netflix is doing the Avatar thing, right?
what?
Nickelodeon's doing the Last Airbender stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it makes sense that they're teaming up with Nickelodeon.
I'm super excited
'Cause
for that. I can't wait for that
Yeah,
shit
because
to come out.
yeah, Nickelodeon has been doing like a lot of stuff with Netflix, like because they had the Invader Zim thing,
Mm-hmm. That was really
Rocco's Modern World. I haven't seen it. Yeah, I'm weird. I'll see something like I really want to watch it, then I just won't watch it.
good. Hey, you watched El Camino. So,
Well, that was different. Now I was like waiting for it there. I was like, wait, I was counting down the minutes, and then I realized I was an hour off. I was like, yeah, let's go. I'll have another hour.
oh, did you watch the behind the scenes for El Camino?
No.
No. One of the cool things that it showed from behind the scenes was just like because the show ended what was it, like 6 years ago?
Mhm.
All their wardrobe was gone. So like the shirt that Jesse wears when he's a prisoner, that shirt, that style of shirt doesn't exist anymore. So they had to
Well, they
take
did a
like,
good job faking it.
they had, yeah, so they took like 3 different shirts to make that one shirt.
Oh, I couldn't even tell.
Yeah, yeah, you can't.
So good
That's the
job.
whole thing. And apparently, one of the scenes, I believe it's when Jesse is he's hooked up to that shit and is running back and forth.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
One of those tanks in the background is the tank that Walter touched, like, and had like the blood W on it, and it's still there because the I guess the creator of the show and the movie, he didn't have the heart to take it off. So it's in the movie. It's in the background somewhere, even though it's not supposed to be there chronologically. It's there.
No, I don't think anyone would really care. Like, oh, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's a nice
Yeah,
little Easter egg.
even he was just like, dude, it's just there for. I couldn't do it, so it's there as an Easter egg for diehard fans. Like, like he did not care if it was accurate or not to the time.
And even if people do get mad, what are they gonna do?
Nah. You gonna complain about having more Breaking Bad about, especially about Jesse? And it's just like, like everyone in the cast was like talking about it. It's just like we had to keep this secret for like ever. Like I think somebody said like it was like a secret for like a year that they were filming this. Like they couldn't tell.
Oh yeah,
They couldn't.
we found out about it, and then like 2 months later, it's out.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I mean, hell, I heard about it. It's just like, yeah, sure. They're definitely making a Breaking Bad movie. Sure. And then
Trailer comes out.
yeah, and then the fucking yeah, then the fucking actor says like, here's a trailer for the new Breaking Bad movie on Netflix. Like, I ate my words real quick about that.
You know how it got leaked?
How?
Bryan Cranston actually accidentally said it like online somewhere, like an interview or something. And then like a week later, the guy who plays Saul, Bob Odenkirk, he said yeah, it's happening. And then 3 days later, the first teaser came out.
Nice.
Yeah, he was like, I'm surprised no one else figured this out. Like we've been working on this for a while.
Was Saul in it? Was Saul in it?
No.
No? Maybe when Saul eventually ends and crosses over with El Camino.
Yeah, it could be. I was kind of hoping that at the end he would have got moved to like where Saul was, so they can like reunite and like another series. But at that point, it's kind of like milking it.
I like the way El Camino
Unless it was just like a
like
Jesse's.
it ties up everything.
Jesse's done.
But it also leaves it open enough for you to interpret like what Jesse does with his life and whatever else.
Because it's like all we have left is like, unless they're gonna go into like what Skyler, Marie, and Walter Jr. did
Well,
afterwards.
I don't really care about that.
Yeah, neither do I.
I mean,
because all they have left is like Saul.
Yeah, I honestly, I just don't care about Skyler. I don't like her at all as a character. I think the actress has done a wonderful job trying Skyler.
Oh, you said Skyler.
Yeah,
I thought
Skyler.
you said Maria.
Yeah, well, they both kind of suck. They both suck, for being honest. But I don't like Skyler enough to watch a show about her. You know?
I said that too the first time I watched it. The second time I was like, no, I get it.
Yeah, I can understand Skyler's motivations and whatever else. Like, it all makes sense to me. But it's still like, it's not enough for me to go, yeah, I like you. I understand it, and I still don't like her.
It's weird. Breaking Bad is that one show where you root for the guy who tries to kill a kid. And like does all this other stuff, sells meth stuff. You're like, let's go for that guy. So he makes it through.
Well, yeah. The thing is just like Walter's a terrible person. He's the bad guy, but you root for him because there are worse people out there.
Yeah.
So that's how shit like that works. Yeah, you're not supposed to like this person, but because there's someone worse than him, you end up rooting.
Yeah, but like even at the end when like he was getting caught, you're like, no, don't catch him, Hank. Don't catch on. Don't do it. Oh, this is like spoiler soups.
Well, it's been out for 6 years.
Yeah, but what if someone never heard of it? Like, oh, it's just Breaking Bad thing. It's not.
I did not hear about it. I mean, AMC from time to time still does a Breaking Bad marathon. So.
What if they're like 13 and like they're just like growing up on the internet? They stumble upon this podcast. You're like, well, what's Breaking Bad? They seem like they like it. Oh, they just spoiled the ending.
Well, to be fair, I don't think a 13-year-old should be watching Breaking Bad.
Well, what do they put on their like watch list? Like when I get a little older, I'll watch it.
Who does that? Like, who the fuck does that, Adrian? When I get older, I'll watch this.
Oh, you're saying they're not gonna watch from 13? So if they are a goody two shows, they'll do that. And if not, then they'll just watch it.
Fine.
That happened to me with The Sixth Sense. I was like, they were talking, and I was like, oh, I haven't seen that. Oh, spoiled the ending. Cool. Like, and that was the first time I ever heard of it. I figured out what the ending was. Like, wow.
I've never seen that.
Oh, do you know the ending?
No.
You should watch it before you get spoiled. It's really cool.
Alright, if I can find it, I'll watch it. Is that on Netflix?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, I kind of don't want to watch it now because I'm kind of hoping like I'll just forget about the ending in a couple years.
A couple years. Okay.
It's never gonna happen because I had one of the Zelda games spoiled at the end and I was like halfway through. I was like, I don't want to play it anymore. So I've been waiting like 2 years now just to forget the ending. It's starting to get a little blurry, but I still know what happens.
Damien,
Like, visually,
because you've been awfully quiet.
Huh?
Well, what's he supposed to talk about?
It's just making sure you didn't die.
Oh, all right. So so we can all talk. Okay. Similar topic. What if you could revive one show? Assuming it would be good, what would you bring back? Like a continuation. Ed, Ned, and Eddie. Oh, okay.
Oh no. There's not a lot of TV shows that I've watched.
Yeah, we know.
What about you, Adrian?
Good question. Thanks for asking.
What would you bring back?
I don't know. Oh. If they can like retcon the ending or like change that a little bit, I would say Danny Phantom because like it was like kind of rushed towards the end because it got canceled. So it was just like okay, you get like a couple more episodes in movie go.
Uh-huh.
So I kind of wish they had more time to like fully develop the ending. Because like most other shows that I like actually got a proper ending, like and Very Odd Parents actually. I want to have that have an ending. Because it got canceled too. Either one of those two. Because most other shows I like got an ending. But Very Odd Parents and Danny Phantom did get an ending. I just think that it could have been better. Not that it was bad, just like leading up to it.
I'll bring back King of the Hill.
Of course.
Of course you would.
Corey is the Bill of real life.
Hey, I think I'm gonna have to cut my time on the podcast short. I'm sitting in a car with no heater, and I'm just getting more and more cold.
No, it's cool. It's 47 minutes. That's a good lane.
Okay, I'm sitting in my room with terrible insulation, so it's getting colder and colder.
I'm in a good temperature room, so it's pretty good.
Well, it's
She
probably
just has
colder
the
in my car
benefit.
than it is outside. So.
Yeah, probably. For
At
us,
least
it's
have
nice,
my
like
computer
60 degrees
providing
outside
some
right
heat.
now.
I also have to turn on all my computers I have in my room and make them all like do stuff so that way the heat starts going back up. Ooh,
So,
some small
wait,
thing.
Will this be the end of the podcast or what?
Yeah, probably.
I just want to say one thing real quick. I don't know how I ended up with this, but I have 3 TVs now.
Of course you do.
Cool.
It's not even Black Friday.
Like how I
you
made the
have
fun-
3 TVs.
I feel kind of stupid. I made the topic just say continuation instead of like, oh, continue a series or something. I put continuation.
Continuation.
You'll figure out what that means. Alright. So, thanks for listening to the Graveyard Podcast. We actually did it 2 episodes in a row. We made it shorter like we said we would.
Join us next week for Five Nights at Freddy's Part 900.
Yeah, probably. Let's be
We'll
honest.
discuss the entire lore.
Wait, quick, what are we going to title this one? Okay, that's what we're calling it. And if you made it this far, now you know why it's the title.
Woo! If you made it this far, then I don't know what's wrong with you,
Yeah.
Corey.
Yeah, Corey,
they-
come on. You're better than that.
Yeah. Come on, unless you're like in class, like and you're bored, like you're really bored, this is all you have to entertain you. Come on, man.
You have YouTube and you choose this.
You have all
Just
of
start
YouTube
roasting
and
Corey
choose to
throughout the
watch this
podcast and see if he like picks up on it.
first. See if he actually watches the podcast. And it's just he finds out. It's
I'm
just
waiting.
us
I'm waiting for the day. I'm waiting for the day, like Adrian like uploads it, and then like an hour later, you just get a message from Corey that just says "fuck you."
Fuck you guys.
Okay,
Alright.
but for real, this is the ending of the podcast. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. You know the drill. Yeah.
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 So till next
Yeah.
time. Later.
Bye.
Yeah.
I'm your Five Nights at Freddy's guy. Bye.
Bye. Ended the video, and I'm editing the audio because I'm recording a video and audio tracks. Now they're different. So then if I mess up on my computer, I got a backup.